Alright, we're back with this candle that I had on the other video. Showed how to put the patch on the inside and then hold tension on it with string to hold it up against the blow mold to the epoxy cured. And I think it is cured, so I've already untied it. Now I'm going to cut the string off and I'm going to put some more epoxy in there. Just cut that off, and I had a nail here somewhere I was going to use. There it is. And just take anything pointed, nail or whatever, push that piece out. It's hanging on from something. Anyway, it's out of the way. You can see the patch there. I didn't epoxy all the way around it, but I did enough to hold it in place till it cured. So now I'm going to take a lot more epoxy and go in and fill it in some more. And ultimately, the goal is to fill it almost to the level of the blow mold plastic. It's just a scrap piece of plastic that I had cut for another patch, and when I trimmed it, this is what was left. So it's flat, it works, so what the heck. You just go right over that hole where the string was, and it will fill that hole in. Not that that hole's really gonna hurt anything, because there's no light down here on the bottom. We'll try and kind of make it follow that contour. This little line right along here. It's not going to be perfect, but it never will be. And right here where I welded a little bit, I'm going to put a little bit of epoxy on there too, just for extra insurance. Not much, but just a little. And then just spread it out where it's mostly smooth. I think I'll do the same over here on this patch, on this part that I welded across here. Kind of fill that hole in with the epoxy so that over time it doesn't fill up with dirt and stuff being outside. Kind of smooth it. And there you have that part. I'll probably put one more layer of epoxy on there after this cures. It takes 24 to 48 hours. I'll probably wait till tomorrow afternoon sometime and put another layer on there. And then I'll be done with it. Then it'll be off to the strip shop to get it stripped. That crack, this candle got squished in the middle. That's why it cracked like that on the side. If you look at it from the side, you can tell that it's not shaped right. It's squished. And here's some up here I forgot about. It held that crack together pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and epoxy the rest of that crack while I'm here. Epoxy is probably the easiest way to do it. It's not necessarily the fastest because you have to wait for it to cure. But some of the plastic is so thin you can't weld it. And if you can't get to the inside of it, you don't have a lot of choice. Most of the smaller blow molds you can't get to the inside of. I think that's all of it. Yep, you can see the crack goes from right here where that tape was all the way over here and then curves down again. All of that's from being squished. They probably had it laid down in their storeroom or storage shed and something heavy got put on top of it or fell on it. Anyway, once all that cures, I'll put another layer on that bottom, and then I'm going to have to strip it. I'll probably cover this part up, the Noel letters, because they still look real good. And then I'll have to strip all this red just to get this residue off, because glue gun won't do it, rubbing alcohol won't do it. I don't know what will, except hopefully paint stripper. Anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button down there. It bumps the videos up on the search list when people search for it, for how to repair blow molds. And if you want to, hit the subscribe button down there. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something.